Carlos Atilano.
And so you are gathering the signatures to get the qualification to go on the ballot as an independent candidate for the mayor seat of Tijuana.
Yes, finally we get to the point to obtain more than 40,000 signatures and the support of the citizens. That is very important for us because the party is no longer in favor of the people.
So it's not, you think it's not an option for the citizens of Tijuana?
Yeah. The parties, they develop a lot of governments that works against the people, against their fights, against their hopes. So right now, the only hope of change is regarding to a candidate independent.
You said you gather 40,000 signatures. How many are the requirement to go in the ballot on June 5th?
The law and the institute requires more than 30,700 signatures. So I think we have more than 10,000 ahead. So that's a great thing for us because we are sure we will have finally the candidate formally.
This is the first time that Tijuana citizens will be able to vote for an independent and non-linked to any political party candidate. Why is this the moment that people should get out, or is this the right moment for the citizens of Tijuana to go out and vote?
This is an historic change for the people because, like you said, it's the first time that we will have the possibility of vote to an independent candidate. That is a requirement for the international organizations. They move our law because the only way to get to be a president, a government, or any position, public position, it was through a party. But right now, a citizen by their own self can be a government. So that is a great thing to achieve for the people, and we are having a great support for them. So we're sure we're going to make a change for the people, by the people.
What do you... Go ahead.
What's the biggest issue when you were gathering signatures? What was the biggest issue that you heard?
The people wasn't able to give us the copy of their credential. That was the first issue that we had. The government, the voting card. They keep it in the pocket and it's very hard to get it.
How about the biggest issue for the city? What is their biggest complaint? Su inquietud más grande.
The people is struggling with the insecurity.
Public safety.
Yeah, the public safety. There's a lot of crime in TJ. We have to work with intelligence, get the best people in front of where they can be sure they are rewarding themselves, their family. They need education. They need social security. They need a lot of things that right now there's almost impossible to get.
We are seeing that, for example, in Nuevo León, the most famous independent candidate in Mexico right now, is struggling because as an independent it's very difficult because you need the help of the political structure, which includes the political parties. Is it possible to provide all this, the improved safety, improved social services for the people as an independent?
I think it's possible because we can get to the public resources by the law, not by the parties. The people requires an investment in health, in education, and I think that the government will be able to give us what they have to do. Is give us the resources that the law provides, and in consequence, they will act in favor of the people.
You were already several years ago, about 12 years ago, a candidate for the mayor seat of Tijuana with a PRD, one of the political parties. You were running as an independent or a citizen candidacy, that was at the time. But many people see that still you were part of the political system.
That was in 2001, more than 15 years, and I was an external candidate, an independent candidate that in that times the law doesn't permit. So I am always conducting myself in congruence with my opinions, with my ideals, so the people know that I'm a social democrat thinking, someone with the left. But
You're like the Bernie Sanders of this political campaign.
yeah. That's why they are approaching. So I'm sure that people will participate. They will vote because I don't accept that only 28% of the people votes. That's a crime.
The argument of many political analysts is that with so many candidates, because it's not just the urgency of the presence of several independent candidates, but also many new political parties, the opposition vote will be diluted, and the establishment will again be the ones fighting for the mayor seat.
That's the biggest challenge. There will be possibly the delay of the votes because they will have 9 or 12 possibilities. That's a lot. But I think that the people in conscience will be able to vote an independent for the best of all of us.
And just my last question. I know you cannot campaign yet because you are not a candidate officially, but what do you tell people to give you the signature beyond that to be an independent candidate?
Because I'm an honest person, because I have a great professional work by the city for the people. I haven't received a dime for public resources, so that's the thing that the people will be approaching.
That doesn't sound like a political, like a real politician?
No, that's an honestly.